It's being called the Great Resignation. Thousands of people switching their jobs, careers, or even retiring. Who are these people? But there are still things you can do if you're happy with the job you have. Joining us now is Robyn Thompson, president of Castle Market Wealth Management. Robyn, good morning to you and welcome. Who are these people who can afford to just say bye-bye? I want to know these people. We're almost 2 years into the pandemic. How much of that contributed to the Great Resignation? What is the Great Resignation?
Good morning, Sonia. So I would say that when we take a look at the Great Resignation, we've heard it called the Great Reshuffle, the Big Quit. So there's a bunch of terms that are flying out there around what's happening. And what we're seeing happen is that industries or fields where they've seen an extreme increase in demand because of COVID-19, we're seeing people resign in large numbers, specifically the tech sector. We're taking a look at another generation, such as Generation Z, which are those 25 and under in the workforce that are experiencing digital burnout. Also taking a look at a Microsoft study that shows that 41% of employees globally are looking to resign this year.
Wow.
The work-life balance, working from home, working remotely, it's a start. But bosses need to be doing more to retain their top talent.
Okay, and to retain their top talent, I mean, perhaps this is a really good time to negotiate a higher salary, because if you do love your job and you are choosing to stay, out of the majority of the people, sounds like 40%, that's amazing. You're saying that this is a great time. Why?
It's about looking at it from a different angle. Right now, we are in tight labor conditions, which means there are more positions available than there are skilled laborers to come in and take those positions.
Right.
So employers want to retain this type of talent. So if you're an employee, you love your job, you're not looking to move around, this is the time you need to take stock. So what is it that you're doing for your company? What is the value that you're providing? So go and take a deep dive. What are the latest projects that you've worked on? What are some of the key metrics that you've done to be able to prove the value to your firm? And put all that together. So start to collect your database and your actual hard list of this is what I've accomplished. And then go and take a look at the online job boards. There's payscale.com. There's a bunch of different job boards. If you Google pay scale or pay salary within Canada and Google, where are you supposed to be in your pay range? Are you in the high? Are you in the low? Are you in the middle? And then this is your negotiating room right here. Usually you're about 1 to 5% is the average range, or usually about 3% is where you end up. But understand the value and go in and start having these conversations, because this is the time for you to negotiate. This is a time to prove your value and start making more money. By the time you factor in inflation and interest rate rising in the world that we're living in, take more money, value what you do, but make sure you get the staff down first.
I love that. Get everything ready on paper and then just simply present it. But Robyn, a lot of people will also say money is not the answer to everything, right? Like work, yes, it takes up a huge part of our life, but that work-life balance, it's so important. So how do you suggest that you also sort of slide that in to make your life a little bit more flexible and your hours at work a little bit more flexible?
Wouldn't that be amazing if we had perfectly aligned work-life balance? Wouldn't that just make our lives completely amazing? That's the thing, is that if your employer is not in a position where they can negotiate a salary or they're under tight financial deadlines, what else can you do to be able to make your role one that you love? Mission creep is one of the ones we've seen a lot during COVID. So you're having extra tasks add to your role throughout the year, whether it be shifting in the job that you've had or remote work. So what have you been doing that maybe you don't want to be doing? Maybe you can start to have a conversation with your employer around, this is the job function that I'm here to serve. This is the extra work I've been doing. Maybe you can start to scale that down and start to ramp up what it is that you love to do, so you can continue to contribute in that way.
Love it.
If you want to look at something else, again, the remote work. How much do you want to work from home? How much do you want to work in the office?
Great tips.
And what are extra vacation days? So negotiate what you can. If it's not just about money, get your freedom.
Time to negotiate. I'm still pushing for the 4-day week, by the way.
Right?
Robyn, thank you so much.
Value.
Yes, know your value. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Robyn, thank you for your time.
So great to see you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.